Alrighty, so last but not least, in the iPhone 17 unboxings, we have the lavender color. So let's go ahead and open this and see how it looks and then compare them to all the other colors that we opened up. So here it is, and there you go. Yeah, that is really nice. It's a very subtle purple. Looks really, really nice, actually. I think the trio of colors is actually an overall fantastic trio. And given that these are basically Pro phones at this point, it's a nice selection of basically Pro phones with really nice colors. Now let's go ahead, turn this around, open this up right here, and turn up the screen. You can see it from the front. You can see the purple accent right here from the front, and it's very subtle, but very, very nice. Now in the box here, just to get that over with, you are just going to get a USB-C to USB-C, and then just a quick starter guide, and that's just about it. But here you can see it with the screen on. That's how it looks right there. What a nice color that is, honestly. Wow. I really, really like that. The accent here around the cameras here isn't as strong as like the blue or the green, but it still looks really, really nice. Here you can see the three colors side by side. For me, the winner really is still that blue. You can see how much that camera blue pops, and I really love the way that looks. And then the aluminum sides right here just looks really, really nice. And yeah, this phone is just a fantastic option. If you're considering this instead of the Pros, just do it. You don't need the Pros. This still has a wide angle. And yeah, you're not going to get the telephoto, but you don't really need it. This is a great size, a fantastic price for what you get. You're going to get the new selfie cameras, you're going to get better battery life, and 120 hertz ProMotion across the board. So basically everything is going to look a little faster compared to previous years. So now it's kind of like the Pro models where they had that faster refresh rate, 120 hertz. And we have 256 gigabytes of starting capacity, which is just absolutely fantastic. These are really the phones to get this year. Now, given that it's such a nice color, you might want to cover it up and not actually cover up, like with this clear case from our sponsor for this video, ESR. This is the hybrid magnetic case in the clear color. They have a bunch of different colors, but here you can see how this purple is going to look with a clear case, and it is absolutely actually stunning. It's so candy-like, and it just looks really like lavender. The great thing about this case is that it has a dual layer camera protection right here. So it's going to protect your camera bar as well as give you the stash stand right here, which is a little stand that you can stash away. And you can basically prop it up from like 15 degrees to up to 69 degrees right there. And you can watch some videos, some content, film yourself or something. Just prop it up however you want here with this stand, and it just stays on there super nice, which is just fantastic, while also covering that camera. And it even covers the camera control right here on the right side, so that if you drop it or anything, it doesn't break that button. Now, my favorite thing of the ESR cases here is their MagSafe strength. It's 1500 Gs, and so it's significantly stronger than anything Apple makes or anything like that. You put it on something that's MagSafe and it just stays on there. So if you're gonna use a tripod with MagSafe or some other stand or any accessories, this is gonna stay on there and not fall off, especially if you have a car or something, you go over bumps and everything. Some cases tend to just fall off because the magnet's not strong enough. This one is not, and it's also only 1.5 millimeters thick back here, so it is super thin. It is not adding any bulk to your phone while still looking so good. And then here, of course, we have it on the blue. Look how good that looks. And on the sage, my goodness, just a really nice case. And of course, you can get the case in a ton of different colors. You could even get possibly a pink one for that lavender and do some really cool combination. But that's the ESR hybrid magnetic case. Thanks to ESR for sponsoring this video. Make sure to check out this case down below in the description. Now, to show you a little bit how this looks from a distance while you're talking and texting, again, this color isn't going to change much with the lighting. It looks like how it looks, which is just a very nice, subtle, light purple. Now, it's not as subtle as any of the iPhone Air colors or anything like that, which is great because those are very, very subtle. This still stands out, but doesn't stand out as much as last year's like ultramarine and teal and other colors they did. But yeah, I mean, of course, we haven't gotten a purple phone in a while, and this isn't quite my favorite purple because I don't remember which one it was. We had a purple that was just super, super, super deep, and it was really cool how deep that was. But this is a very nice subtle shade of purple. Now let's go ahead and take a look at all the iPhone 15 colors here in case you're deciding between all of them. Let's go ahead and stack them up and see what you prefer here. And yeah, basically you can decide on how it looks right there because this is how they're going to look in person. They're a joy to look at, really. I'm really liking the green now. I liked it when I opened it, but I didn't love it. And now I'm kind of loving it. It's really nice. I was saying it kind of has like matcha vibes, and it really, really does. Look at that blue camera lens. That is just incredible. And the purple there, also really nice. Definitely not as strong in the hue as the blue and the green, but nice and subtle and very different to the white. It's not like it's so light that it looks like the white. It definitely doesn't look like the white at all. Like you cannot really mistake these for each other at all, which is nice. And so if you're kind of interested in purple, I say just go for it. You're gonna love this color. It's super nice. And this phone is just chock packed full of features, especially for that $800 price tag. It's just such a great buy. Now I do have a couple more cases here from ESR just so we can kind of see the contrast here. So like with a black case right there, you can kind of see how that looks. Green and purple. Yeah, it could work. Let's see. I have a thicker green case here. Yeah, pink and purple is quite an interesting one, but I think it definitely does work because the purple is so light. So it can definitely kind of work with any pink case, and then another black case right there. But yeah, a very nice color. All the colors are really versatile with cases, mainly because they are so light. And so I'm a fan. I really like this lavender color, and it's actually like really hard to get. It was like sold out everywhere. So it took me a while to find one, and here it is. Yeah, again, there we go. Here they are, sage, lavender, and mist blue. Look at that right there. Was it Mist Blue? Am I confusing them? I think it was Mist Blue. I'm confusing the names at this point. Yeah, because the air was sky blue. One closer look right there so you can see that. And my goodness, is that such a pretty set of colors. I highly recommend the blue. If you're like, I like all three, which one should I get? The blue is honestly like incredible. In the video, you can kind of see it there, but in person, it's just such a nice little blue there. But honestly, they're all just really great. But yeah, that pretty much sums up this video. Make sure to check out the color comparison coming in a couple of days. And let me know what you think of the purple here and what your favorite color of the iPhone 17 series is here. Because of course we know that mine is gonna have to be this blue one here on the right here. So thank you for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe as it helps the channel out a ton. And I'll catch you in the next one. Goodbye.